Hi everyone, this is Carol Ann Speaks, The State of Our World on Thursday, September 23rd, 2021. So what is it? Good, better, and different. All three, I'm afraid. Okay, now, what are some of the headlines around here? Okay, major headlines. Raj Patel says climate, conflict, and capitalism drive global hunger, and coronavirus made it worse. Yes, we have climate change, we have conflict, wars all over the place, and capitalism uh, controlling everything and out to make a buck. So, so we have total inequality in everything, and even with the coronavirus vaccines, as far as well, everybody in this country has access to the vaccine. However, we have coronavirus deniers and anti-vaccine people and anti-mask people that are making things worse. Okay, the globalized corporate-led food system is failing us. The boycott grows of UN Food Summit. The UN is having a food summit. It's being boycotted because of the unfair system uh, of corporations being given a seat at the table and a role in framing the agenda. And corporate food, corporate farms, not the way to go. But unfortunately, they know things are going to change, and they're demanding a seat at the table. Okay, what's another headline? United States of War. AUKUS. Nuclear submarine deal could inflame tension, provoke war with China. AUKUS is a deal between Australia, the United Kingdom, and the U.S. The U.S. is going to supply Australia with nuclear submarines, and Australia has canceled their deal for non-nuclear submarines from France. France is very upset. I don't blame them. I don't know why the U.S. decided to do that, leaving France out in the lurch there. Okay, how about some other headlines? Biden pledges more vaccine donations as poorer nations demand patent waivers coronavirus shots. I totally agree. We need to get patent waivers so we can get enough vaccine doses manufactured for the whole world, which is about 6 billion people. We need the doses, and depending on whether it's a two-shot or one-shot vaccine, we need at least, we might need 12 billion doses. Okay, all right, I don't know about boosters. What else is happening? Alaska hospitals overwhelmed by coronavirus, they begin rationing care. Well, the whole healthcare system in the country is terrible. It's based on profit. It's a for-profit system. It's not a for-care system. Okay, so there aren't enough hospitals in all areas where they're needed, not enough doctors and nurses and other people. Nurses are work at hospitals and clinics, and the hospital decides how much money they want to pay for. The ratio of hospitals to patients should be such that everybody gets the treatment they need and the care they need. There's a shortage of doctors because the American Medical Association controls how many medical schools we have and how many students they admit. They don't want competition. Okay. Now, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis taps anti-mask vaccine skeptic as the Surgeon General. Great, you're putting citizens of Florida in great hands, the hands of the nut. He's just like you, DeSantis and this other guy. Okay, DHS looks to expand immigrant detention at Guantanamo as humanitarian crisis at the border grows. You're going to detain more people at Guantanamo, which is in Cuba. It's a naval base. Why don't you just build shelters uh, in Texas so you don't have to stay under the bridge? Congress members condemn inhumane racial treatment of Haitian asylum seekers. You may have seen the pictures, but on the border with Texas, there are people, I guess they're from Texas. I don't know. I think maybe they're part of Border Patrol. But they're on horseback and they are chasing migrants, refugees. Border Patrol agents on horseback are chasing, grabbing, and whipping Haitian asylum seekers. Very nice. I don't know why they're doing that. Could be because they have a nutty governor there, Greg Abbott. Okay. Over 300 migrant children still separated from their families. That was when Bush did that and separated children from their families, and they haven't been able to reunite 300 of them. I think Trump and his people who did that should be going to jail. Okay. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro calls for an end to sanctions and respect for international law. I agree. Advisor to Ukrainian President Zelensky survives an assassination attempt. I'm glad he survived, but an advisor to his is the one who got attacked, so I hope he will recover. WHO, that's WHO, slashes recommended limits for air pollution, which kills 7 million people per year. So you have to end pollution, end the use of fossil fuel. Okay. Police reform legislation collapses after bipartisan talks failed to reach agreement. That's nice. 12, we do need police reform. Police have to be held accountable for their actions. 12 prisoners have died in New York City jails in 2021. So who are we gonna hold accountable there? New York City set to pass new laws protecting app-based gig workers after push by delivery workers. So they're going to get a minimum wage, and they're going to be protected. They use electric-powered bicycles to rush restaurant orders around the city, and they want to make sure they get their tips. They want to have the right to access restaurant bathrooms. They want disability benefits in case of an accident, and better security to prevent bicycle theft. I totally agree with that. Okay. All right. They're gonna get $15 an hour, and I hope they can still be considered employees and not what do you call it? Independent contractors. So the payroll taxes will be paid by the restaurants. All right. That's good. Now, protesters in Namibia condemn proposed deal with Germany over genocide reparations. Apparently, they want 31 years. The Namibian government has received more than $1.1 billion from German government. The Germans listened very carefully. The Germans say they are guilty of murdering, but for this guilt, they are paying the same amount they have been paying the government for 31 years. They want more money. Namibia wants more money. Germany, over the former colonizers' genocide of tens of thousands of Ovahiro and Nama people in the early 1900s. I totally agree with that. Germany should be held accountable. They ought to be held accountable for World War II, but they should be held accountable for whatever they've done. Okay, California expands rights for Amazon warehouse workers. They have to have the right to challenge employee productivity quotas and other practices that threaten workplace health and safety. Workers say Amazon's quotas are so strict they often can't stop to use the bathroom. At least 2 recent studies show Amazon employees suffered serious injuries at nearly twice the rate of the other warehouse industry workers. So this our governor signed a bill that will govern Amazon and other large warehouses so they can challenge employee productivity quotas and other practices that threaten workplace health and safety. I totally agree with that. Thank you, Governor Newsom. Okay. World leaders address climate crisis pandemic at the UN General Assembly as the warns the world on the edge of an abyss. House Dems passed bill to avert government shutdown, raise the debt limit, but fate in Senate is precarious. Cori Bush and Elizabeth Warren introduced eviction ban bill as housing activists rally in D.C. They want to to reinstate the federal pandemic eviction moratorium and give the Health and Human Services Department permanent authority to enact an eviction ban during public health crises. So I am hoping that will go through. And Johnson & Johnson says second dose of vaccine increases efficacy to 94%. Well, I don't know about that. Okay, now, so a lot of things going on in the world. How about, I got the Johnson & Johnson vaccine, one-shot vaccine. All right, a lot of things going on in the world. How about a little music? Okay, why don't we sing, love you not if sad, the dreaming's all through the night, though cast bright stars are gleaming all through the night. Joy will come to thee at morning life, with sunny hope adorning, though sad dreams may give dark warnings all through the night. Angels watching ever round thee all through the night, in thy slumbers close surround thee all through the night. They should of all fears disarm thee, no foreboding should alarm thee, they will let no perils harm thee all through the night. Okay, I think we got that. Now, thank you for tuning in this evening of Thursday, September 22nd, 2021, or is it 23rd? Oh, September 23rd. Okay, for another meeting of Caroline Speaks State of Our World. I hope you join us again tomorrow evening. And in the meantime, stay safe, take care of yourself and others. When the vaccine is available for you, so if you take it, I would take it. I had mine May 27th. I'm doing good. And remember, take care of yourself and others. And remember, kindness goes a long way. Kindness goes a very long way. Thank you. Stay safe. Good night, all.